Is it possible to meet someone that is literally another part of our soul? Give me 1 second for those who might not have heard about other parts of our soul to explain it for a minute, and then we'll go back to the question. Like this diamond that we see in the picture in front of us, imagine that is our soul. We are simply one facet of this diamond, of this soul. Our soul has many parts to it. We are simply one part. And many of these parts do take physical bodies. Others exist in non-physical form, but they are no less unreal than we are. They simply don't have a dense physical body. They vibrate in the higher dimensions where there is no physicality. You see, the slower something vibrates, the more physical it becomes. And we here on earth are vibrating at a very slow frequency or low frequency. Low does not mean bad, because some people think that low frequency is bad and high frequency is good. Not really. Not really. Everything is God. However, if a soul wants to experience the physical realms, the physical realities, it will send parts of it out to a slower vibration, and then they become physical. And we are one part, we are one aspect, one facet of this diamond that we see in front of us, which is our soul. So someone is asking, actually many people have asked similar questions, if it's possible to meet another part of the same soul. It is possible. It doesn't happen often. I did meet one person that it happened to, so that's how I know it doesn't happen often. However, a lot of people have dreams that they will meet another part of their soul, and that part will be their soulmate, and that they will live happily ever after, running off into the sunset. I'm afraid that will never, ever, ever happen. Never. So stop dreaming it, and stop wishing it, and stop fantasizing about it. Let's see. Is it possible to meet another part? It is possible. See, the thing is, you'll be bored. You will be bored. Your interests are very, very different. Just like the facets of the diamond, as you can see, one facet cannot see another facet. They all project out somewhere else because they have different interests, different jobs, so to speak, different missions, different likes and dislikes. Even though they come from the same soul, they are separate parts of the same soul. We all come from the same God, but yet no two people are alike. Why not? We come from the same source. We know we are all one, and yet no two people exist that are alike. That's exactly how it is with the facets, with the aspects of the soul. No two parts of the soul are alike, and no two parts of the soul have the same wants. So if you do meet someone, you will feel something for a minute, but you won't be able to be together, to live together, to spend a lot of time together, because you'll be too different. Way too different. And this is why it's never, never, never going to happen that you're going to meet another part and you will live happily ever after. It just is impossible to happen. Of course, nothing is impossible, but it'll be impossible because it'll be boring, because we will have nothing in common. Let's see what else. I can say the story about the one person I met. She told me the story. I wasn't there when she met the person, but she told me the story. She went to a Chinese restaurant with her friend. The waiter comes up and she and the waiter were looking into each other's eyes for what seemed like an hour, but it was only about 30 seconds. No talking, just looking into each other's eyes. She had told me later that she knew nothing about these things, different parts of the soul. She thought that her soul only had her. Then, after the waiter takes the order and leaves, she looks at her friend and she says to her friend, "I don't know how to explain this to you, but this Chinese waiter is me, and I am him, but I cannot explain it." So that's the only person I've met. I'm sure there's more, but that's the only time I've met someone who has met another part of themselves. I was living a little while in a country that I knew from a previous session I had. I knew I had another part of me in that country. And I had asked my higher self, should I try and find him? I saw that it was a him. Should I go and find him? I even saw the town he was in. And my higher self answers, "Why? You'll have nothing to talk about." And I got the feeling, I really felt it, that I will have absolutely nothing to talk about. So I didn't bother. Let's see if there's anything else we can say about other parts of the soul. You see, in physical realities we learn a lot, but we do learn slowly. Actually, I think in all realities we learn slowly, because we live forever. So that's why a soul has parts of itself in so many different realities, sometimes in different time zones, timelines, in different timelines, because as we know, all time exists at the same time. Oh, let's mention this, animals. I had a couple of clients that had asked their higher soul, was I ever an animal in a past life? And the soul replies, not exactly you, but another part of us, yes. We do have parts of ourself, meaning parts of the soul in animal, but not exactly you. So I have a feeling different parts of this diamond that I call the soul incarnate in animal form, maybe in plant form, and different parts in human form. This does not mean that lower parts necessarily go into animal form, because we have seen we have many, I forgot the word. Okay, I'm going back to we have seen. We have seen many animals smarter than humans and more aware than humans. First of all, animals can talk telepathically. We still can't. So don't think that animals have the lower part of the soul. They might be the most evolved parts. I think I'm going to leave it at this because nothing else is coming to me right now.